Alright guys, in today's video we're going to do something a little bit different. So I've been using the OPPO Find X9 Ultra for quite a fair bit now, and you know what, I in fact like the phone so much that I actually decided to get my own unit, but in this really nice orange colorway. Anyway, what I want to share with you today is really all about how I generally take my photos, the ones that I share on socials, and a couple of tips that I have personally, although I'm not a professional photographer, but it might help you out to take a better photo and all that. So let's just head out today, and we're going to use this Teleconverter Kit as well to show you how you can really capitalize on all this stuff from OPPO. So without further ado, let's go. Alright guys, so we just reached our first location. So naturally you can see that it's crazy hot, but weather today is perfect, super good weather. I always love shooting in these kind of conditions. Of course, if you are also going to be shooting stuff, ideally always go out on a bright sunny day because that's where you can maximize your camera's performance. Anyway, we've got our phone here, and I thought the first thing that we should actually share here is all about taking photos in master mode. Now the reason why I love master mode is because unlike the main auto photo mode, when you go into master mode, basically it's going to reduce all kinds of processing. It's going to look even more like a real camera, the kind of photo it produces. Very natural look. So before we begin the shoot, I always like to make sure I have my composition assistance turned on. So for grid and guides, I turn on my grids, and of course I turn on the leveling just to make sure that my photo composition is always like proper like that. See that? So what I like here is that we do have a couple of different filters. We have the primrose, standard. If you just keep growing, you have your vibrant, vintage and all that. So there's a couple of film filters in here that's really nice. And I think for today's weather, we are going to just go with, let's see, vibrant. I like this vibrant very much. Other than that, you can also go through these settings. So if you just want to circulate through these settings, like a tonality, which basically adds even more kind of like a dark shadows to it. You also have saturations. Personally, I think they are all, it already works really well. You don't really have temper with auto settings, but if you want to do that, you have more control. And right now, we're going to get the shot. So, get a quick one over here. I like to do the 3 times because it just adds a lot of depth. Another thing I like to do is also, I like to try and find like, nicer background blurs if we can find. So I think we have a nice plant over here. You can get that real quick. And of course, this tree behind here is very beautiful looking as well. We've got that there. And ooh, wow. So once you've got your photos and you're looking at the shots and you're thinking like, you don't really like the filter going on, you can just jump into the editing feature directly from the photo app, and then you can actually just switch through the different kind of filters. So you're not really like fixing your shot to that particular look. You can still edit them after the shot has been taken in case you decide to change your mind. Alright guys, so I think we are done with this spot and master mode. Now let's move on to our next spot and try out something else. Alright guys, so for our next spot, we are going to try out the XPan mode. Alright guys, so I've parked the car, and like I said, we're going to use that as the model, the subject later on. But just a very quick note on XPan mode. So XPan mode is basically this in this super wide kind of aspect ratio. It's not the easiest to shoot, and I think to capitalize on this mode, actually you need to find something like a really wide space, which I so happen to find here. It's also great for taking a subject like your cars, and there's also a bridge over there which we will go and shoot later on. So in XPan mode, there's actually a couple of filters that you can find over here, which I think is real cool. So you have those in black and white, you have your Prima, your Positive, your Film MC, and Film PC, and everything else which you will also find in the master mode. Now other than that, you also have this really nice toggle at the side which you can use to adjust your exposure. So if you think that the scene is too bright, you can just drop it real quick. Sorry about the traffic out there. And other than that, pretty straightforward. Let's go and start shooting. Alright, so one thing that I want to share real quick is if you're thinking of sharing your XPan images on social media, you might be wondering, this is such a wide shot, how do you actually share it? Well, the easy way here is to actually put it into a collage, and of course you can again do it directly in your phone's editing app. So the way to do this is to capture a couple of XPan shots. So you can actually take 1 times, 3 times, a different angle. So it just gives your audience a more fuller picture of what's really in your surrounding. Let's go. Alright guys, so we've done master mode as well as XPan, but for the next one, if you really want to take your photos or videos to the next level and you want to try out something extremely cinematic, so this is where the Teleconverter Kit comes in. Now it comes in the form of this case, really nice case over here, that you can use to attach this adapter. So once you got the adapter on, you can then put in this teleconverter lens. Hold it like this because it's just so much more ergonomic and so much more manageable. Let's go and get some cinematic shots of this place. Woo! So as you can see, once you've activated the Teleconverter Kit, you can see we have like 13 times, 30, 60 and all that. You can actually zoom in very far. So just a personal tip, if you want to get the maximum quality, try not to zoom so far. You can use 13 times, that gives you the best quality. 30 is still fine, but don't push it all the way until you see the AI mode because that has a bit of processing going on. 13 times is already very good and very cinematic. As you can see from my frame right here, just look at how crazy that is. Alright guys, so finally, before we go back, I want to share with you real quick on how you can actually take some log videos using the OPPO Find X9 Ultra. The log videos on here is really so cinematic and I've been sharing a lot of that on my social media as well as YouTube. So how you want to do that is real simple. You go into your photo, your camera, you go into more, hit Pro Video, and then you can start shooting your log videos. Now you can actually choose 4K, 8K, 1080 or whatever you want to do that and just click the OPPO Log 2 to get started. And the good thing here is that you can use the rear camera as well as a front-facing selfie camera to shoot in log. So again, let's just take a couple of shots and let me show you the results real quick. Let's go. Alright guys, so I think that's pretty much it for this location. Let's head back to the studio where I wrap up this video in a couple more words. Let's go back, it's so hot. Alright guys, we are finally back in the studio. Just in case you're wondering, editing the log video can all be done directly on the phone itself. Check that out, I hit the import over there. And all you need to do is just tap this LUT button down here and click SDR. Instantly, you'll get all your beautiful colors back. It's really that simple, literally 2 steps and it's ready to go. And just to sum it up real quick, the OPPO Find X9 Ultra is an extremely versatile smartphone camera. It's so good and very, very close to that of an actual camera. In some cases, even better than that. And when you put together the Teleconverter Kit, things just get elevated to the next level. After showing you all those master mode, the XPan, vlog mode and all that, hopefully it has helped you out to inspire your creativity. Maybe if you want to grab a device like this, you should also check it out to help you improve your photo game. And if you have any further feedback as well, feel free to leave a comment down below. Thank you once again for watching today's video all the way to the end and joining me on this journey. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Do take care, enjoy your photography, and bye-bye.